The flag must stay straight and focused. Yeah, brothers and sisters, you are welcome. You are welcome to my live show, which has been unannounced because I saw no need of announcing it. Because as usual, people will always follow and people will always watch even after the live show. What is the most important thing here is that a show should be done. And secondly, the information should go through to the targeted population. As you join, you share. As you join, you share, ladies and gentlemen. As you join, you share. Share, and invite others so that we can share this brief information. Some updates that I have in regards to this delegate of education. I think the subdivisional inspector of primary education in Tombel subdivision, which is today called under our structure, has Tombel local government area. We need to put things straight because we have heard a lot of intimidation, a lot of intimidating things that he has been doing as a subdivisional chief of education in Tombel subdivision. And we shall also be talking, shall be throwing light on the IG as the only legitimate representation for the Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonian, in this struggle. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, my mommy, my papa, them, where they there for ground zero, where they there for ground one where they there for all the 61 LGAs, one where they there for all the 13 counties, one them where they there for diaspora, for America, for Central Europe, for China, for Asia, everywhere. For the way the day where people there wanna be welcome. They bring this show now wanna pikin Zale Clovis we hail from Bangam local government area from Kupe Manuguba County, where it take refuge because of the war for the kingdom of Belgium. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambalanders, you are welcome on board to this live show, to this edition of my live show of the 6th of June 2021. We have some little information that we have to share. Brothers and sisters, as you join, share. As you share, click, invite others, because I know always thousands always come later to watch. We just need to populate here to have about 10 people, then we carry on. We know today must be a busy day. As I comment with the live show of today, first note of warning, or as a point of reminder, our people should know that at this stage of the revolution, where we have made much gains, where we have taken total control of a lot of territories in the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, it's now that we need to intensify our resistance. It's now that we need to intensify our donations to the respective counties and respective LGAs to see that we flush La République out very quicker than we expect, very fast. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, tomorrow, as a point of reminder, tomorrow is Monday, which in our own way we call Country Sunday, is the official day that is slated for a complete lockdown, that each and every one of us, either you're a fighter or not, either you're a contributor or not, either you're a blackleg or an informant, you have to stay home, because Monday is a ghost town, because Monday is our Country Sunday. So, because some people think that because we don't call for occasional lockdowns, that Monday must have been forgotten. No, it is a tradition. Monday is the traditional day for the official lockdown in the whole territory of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. This day has been decreed by His Excellency Dr. Samuel Ekome, who is doing a marvelous job. That is fixed. I'm just giving you people as a note, as a reminder. Now let's get to the business, because it's going to be a very brief live show. The first on the agenda, we are sending, if I say we the Ambazonians, because I will not say I am sending, I speak as collectively in a plural form. We the people of Ambazonia, the people of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, we are sending a note of warning, a strong note of warning, a message of warning to the so-called Subdivisional Inspector of Primary Education in Tombel Subdivision, which is called Tombel Local Government Area. News have gotten to us repeatedly, time and again, for the past 4 weeks, that this notorious chief has been intimidating teachers to go to the classroom and teach children against the wish of Ambazonians, against the wish of Southern Cameroonians, for his personal benefit, as he is kept there by the foreign regime, by our occupiers. He has been working ceaselessly, moving home to home, calling teachers on their phones, intimidating them, meeting them at various points, no matter where he meets you, to intimidate you, giving the letters of warning and tabling their names to the ministry for salary cuts and for salary suspensions, or for disciplinary transfers, which I even know, if you transfer somebody away from Ambazonia, then you are doing that person a very big favor, because nobody wants to come and teach in a war zone, because you have taken total control of our territory. The subdivisional inspector's name in Tombel is one Chief Francis Ediage, a notorious chief, a criminal who, by every aspect, he is not qualified to even mount the chieftaincy of the so-called title that he has, who has been working against our revolution. Fellow viewers, look, this is a war. Chief Ediage, Chief Francis Ediage, does not think that his salary and his personal gains is or are more than the people that you have lost, are more than close to 20 to 25,000 people that have lost their life, that have put their lives on the line because of this revolution, because of this freedom that they seek. He is only interested of trying to implement the colonial agenda from La République du Cameroon, for him to keep on getting his paycheck, for him to make sure that he gets more appointments. Now, we are sending a note of warning to you, Mr. Ediage, that is the subdivisional inspector of primary education in Tombe subdivision. We are sending a very strong warning to you. If we could track down the managing director of the disarmament center or integration center in Bamenda, despite the military presence around him, despite the military or the security assistance that have been attached to his job, we got him. Then you don't even have any security assistance from that failed state, and you have been threatening our teachers to go and teach, fellow brothers and sisters. Is that nice? Then we shall trap you if you don't desist from intimidating them, from taking down their names and sending those names to the ministry for them to for the minister to sanction them, or for the minister to suspend their salaries. This is the first and the last warning. We will not give you any subsequent warning. Someone is telling me here that Mr. Nanchop is up. I didn't see his program of today, but I'll just be brief. I just wanted to make a live show which will go just for 20 minutes so that you can join his live show. Just share, people will come later and watch. So, my brothers and sisters, that is what each and every one of us who know that person, who know that chief, because I know most of us, people know him. You should transmit this information to him, that this information is coming from the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia through one of their activists in the name of Nzale Clovis. So I'm not afraid to say it. It is a full-blown war where we have been losing people. So if someone comes and feels that he wants to continue intimidating our people to go against the wish of the people of Ambazonia, then that cannot work. So that is that. Secondly, the IG is the only legitimate representation for the people of Southern Cameroon. The IG, structure-wise, it has her authority in all the 61 LGAs. The IG is being represented in all the 13 counties, structure-wise. The IG controls all the military in all those 61 LGAs and all those 13 counties. That is the only legitimate body that represents the people of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. There is no need of beating about the bush. Any other thing out there is away from the IG is a distraction. After seeing a lot of job, a lot of tactical job, a lot of defensive job, a lot of diplomatic job, all those efforts put in place for the past 6 to 14 weeks now, 8 weeks now, there is no doubt that is the IG represents us and that the IG has us in mind for the betterment and the complete liberation of Southern Cameroon. Any other propagandists that you find on ground zero, they don't represent the aspirations of the people of Southern Cameroon. You have enablers, you have detractors, you have failed activists, you have activists who cannot stand on their words, you have men, some call themselves the Ngambi man of the revolution with big eye goggles, so-called Santos, the beer drinker, the Castle boy. You have a host of others. Those are people who came into this revolution to seek for positions, to seek for personal gains. And since they found out that they could not have this, they will be sellouts. They went and they thought if they go to La Republique, they will be made ministers. They will be given positions. There are a host of them. To the ADF, we are not having anything to do with ADF. ADF is a gang of thieves. If ADF thinks that she is fighting truly for this liberation struggle, ADF should go and fight under their county structures and LGA structures and stop taking Batibo hostage, whereby they have the so-called General Fang with other gang of criminals that whom they call themselves soldiers, that they are defending Batibo. They are not fighting for Batibo. They are not fighting for us. They are spies. In other form, they can be kidnappers. They are kidnappers. They kidnap for ransoms. So we forget about that. We have the capability at this point in time to take out ADF. If they continue with their negative activities, their negativity towards our liberation movement, we will have no other choice than to do what we are doing to the enemies. So, my brothers and sisters, let nobody tell you, let nobody come to you to try to distract you, telling you that, yo, Ayamacho is fighting for... He isn't. he stopped fighting for us. And to Commando, who has been disarmed and taken down from his position for a job poorly done, he should know that we have all the sacred recordings, all the sacred audios that he has been making calls with General, the criminal, the chief kidnapper, who is called Efang. He's not a general. How many soldiers has... If we call somebody a general, if we say someone is a general, we say general no pity, you see the job. We say general, we say field marshal, you see the job. We say this should not mix, you see the job. How will you be calling a criminal who is there kidnapping for ransom, who is there to leak the location of the genuine restoration fighters, that is a general? Who gave him the title of a general? Who has he killed? Has he killed any enemy soldier? He has not. So, I want to send a note of warning to them, to the ADF in Batibo, that we are capable, we are fit. La République could not win us with the backing of some proxy sponsors of this revolution like France and many others. We have been able to blow off armor cars that worth millions, sending them off each. Now each week you must see at least 1 or 2 armor cars going off by a homemade explosive. If we could fight them, they could not defeat us for 4 years. It's a tiny group of you people, that criminals that come to hide in Batibo. You think that we will not deal with you? It's just a matter of time. We're going to take you out. If people don't want to say what is right, I'm saying what is right. We're going to take you out. So that is that for so-called ADF in Batibo. We can never stop a show without mentioning of the word big firewood. There have been a lot of activities that have come between for the past 2 weeks. That is why we haven't come up with a show concerning this big firewood. But I want to assure you people, fellow viewers, followers, sons and daughters of Ambazonian, that people have been contributing even without us coming on our live show on ABC. They have been contributing for this great initiative, the big firewood. Now, we are going to come online. We will be live on Friday this week with that initiative. Now, not long from now, because we have had some money, the first big firewood will be put in place, and for viewers, you people are going to assess the damage that will be caused by this big firewood wherever we put it. After the damage, after the job well done, we will notify you people. You will see, you yourself will see. You will see the type of defense capability our boys are going to elevate themselves with this big firewood. So, people, fellow viewers, lovers of this program, you people should make sure that you tune in on Friday at 9 p.m. Amber time for that program, for that initiative, the big firewood. Before ending this show, the World Draft 2021 has been launched, and most of you must have seen the outstanding sums that were raised just for that first day of launching. 333,000 US dollars. La République, they will leave 2021. So, there will be no need again for people panicking that they will put their money in and they don't see the job. No need. This is the right moment for you to key in. It's just like a prayer point. When a pastor preaches or a prophet preaches, what touches you and you key into that prayer and you do what that prayer asks, God hears your prayer. This is the moment for people who want us to be free, completely free, to be independent. This is the moment that you have to draft. Look at the way you can draft. You know about we were doing a wonderful job. You can come from Fako and you say, because I like the job that we warrior are doing, they are liberating homeland. They are not just liberating we. You draft there. So you can draft elsewhere. You multiply your draft to make sure that this initiative is done. So let's begin to put our monies together. I myself am going to draft for Kupe Manunguba. We have put things together. Very soon you will start hearing. It will not be just one. You will hear the results. The results are going to be sporadic and spontaneous. So I'm putting my money in there to see that Kupe Manunguba will be hot and hotter than what people are thinking. So my brothers and sisters, we have an ample time for us to be mobilizing our draft, for us to mobilize something that we're going to draft. So let no one stay behind. Don't say if you don't have $1,000 or €1,000 or $1,500 to draft, you can as well come in group and draft. You can as well still give something and say, this is because I don't have, but this is what is coming from the bottom of my mind, because I've been seeing the job that these boys are doing from Goketunja, the Marine Force of Bambala, the Bui Warriors, the Red Dragon, the Commandos of Manu, the Lions. In short, I can go on naming. 100 euros that you can give, even if you don't have anything, it will still do something. You can buy granite. Even if you bought just 10 granite, it will mean that you contributed. So let's not stay behind and say because we don't have the complete sum that we are not going to draft, because we don't have the full amount. We are going to draft. And secondly, you have to locate your LGS. You register under them. You have to locate your county. You register under them. And give your monthly dues. This is how you sponsor a revolution. Some counties will not even ask much. They will say you pay $10 monthly. For us here, $10 is nothing. If you go into a shop, you take a pallet of water and 2 juice, it's €10. If you can sacrifice just €10 because our children are sleeping in the bushes, some are suffering on the territory of occupiers, some are in Nigeria, they don't even have what to eat. The only thing you can show them solidarity and give them a strong heart is for you to contribute. Now, without ending, most of you must have gotten the videos of the interim government sending loads of goods, reasonable amount, quantity, quality of goods, foodstuffs, medications through the HSS to our refugees in Nigeria. Even at this tight moment, when the hands of His Excellency, Dr. Samuel Sakoe, if I say his hands are tight, it's because the means, the financial strength that we need is not all that enough, but he still squeezes out something to think about people that are suffering in refugee camp in Nigeria. Then you must know he's a wonderful man. These are the jobs. As I first said, I first told you people in one of my shows that the president basket, sometimes he even does things that you don't know. So this is another note of reminder. When drafting, don't forget of the president's basket. It's an obligation. It's very, very obligatory for you to draft, even if it is €1, €10, €5 to the president's basket, because it serves a lot of emergency issues that comes up that we don't expect. We don't need to come to tables to meeting to come out with resolutions. He does it with that president's basket. So you people must have seen what he sent. You people must have read letter of acknowledgement. You people must have seen video footages on Facebook, just the way our refugees are happy and where the praises they have given to him, the thank and the long life and strength that they have empowered in their speeches that they read when they received those goods. I myself, I was moved and saw that most of us here, we go to parties. You go to a party, if you drink one, I don't drink alcohol. If you drink one Jack Daniel, it will be 60 euros. 60 euros or 70 euros is close to 55,000. So if you drink and our people are sleeping in the forest under very bad conditions, densely you will see those scary forests, rainfall, everything, mosquito bite. You can't sacrifice even 20 euros to help them back home. Then what are you living for? There is no price that you earn if you put on a suit, you dress well, you say, I get swag, I get this, and you go to a party and they are calling your name. Oh, Ilela, Ilela, you give money. That money is not any price. There is nothing, you are not going down into any archives of history. History is being made now. History is making itself with this Ambazonian revolution. If you want to make your name, you make history, you want to send your name down, you make just one payment, if it is 50 euro and you have that receipt. Tomorrow we will be celebrating in Liberty Square. We will have places in running all over. You will say, I did it. You will not be celebrating inwardly, and be scared because people will challenge you. That you were here, you had the means, and you could not support. Your receipt will serve you. Your receipt will give you some level of satisfaction and freedom. People go to parties. They prefer to spend. And when they see us, you see that song go, that Ambazonian. It's like when they say you are an Ambazonian, according to them, it's a mockery. I asked them. I've asked a host of them. There is no black Belgian. Belgium here is white. If you are a Belgian, you are black with the passport. You are not a Belgian. That is just a liberty paper. You have obstacles. There are offices that there is nothing that will come out. That is just a liberty paper. It's a liberty certificate for you. But remember, if you have freedom and you go to southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, where we are free, you have seen other nations who have undergone genocide. They have transformed. Haven't you seen Rwanda? They have tram. They have good roads, well-structured houses, just like you. They are making everything good for themselves. And anyone who comes from that place will be proud. So if you sponsor the liberation of your homeland, and your place will become like that, and you will speak with pride. Not that when people will be speaking, you will have nothing to say. It is not too late. It has been just 4 years. You can still come in. I don't own this revolution. I'm not saying that we will get to Boya, I will stop somebody from coming. God decided that that is your land. But you yourself, you are going to have a sense of guilt, some guilt in you because you never did the right thing. We are living here, Belgians. They fought for them to be free. We are crying, America, help us. They fought. America War of Independence. They fought from the hands of Great Britain for them to be what they are. There have been a French Revolution. Every country has a history. Make yourself, identify yourself in your history. It is not a coincidence that this revolution should take place at this moment when people like us are alive. It is a privilege for you to must have taken part to liberate homeland. So my brothers and sisters, it all goes down to us supporting our revolution, making sure that we fund our boys, we support our counties. People of Kupe Mwanunguba are called upon because I'm very, very proud now because I know now that I'm coming from a continent, from a county which is also supporting. I've seen the recent days, I've seen a lot of support coming in, and I myself I will be doing more support financially. So that is that other countries should make sure that they support they should support their counties and their LGAs. So people of Kupe Maninguba, this is our own turn to see that any errors, some errors that we did in the last war draft cannot repeat themselves now. We are going to make sure that we do things properly because we have already put things in line that you will see the result later. So this is what I had for today. And before going again, the Divisional Inspector of Primary Education in Tombe Subdivision is warned by this live show. Take this and send to him that if he keeps on intimidating and forcing our teachers to go and teach against the witch of our revolution, we have said teachers we should stay home, or forcing them to go and teach on Monday, our traditional ghost stand day, there he will be picked up any moment from now, just like we did to the managing director of the Center of Integration Award in Northwest. So we end this show and we talk again next week. Don't forget, Big Firewood is coming up next week, Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye.